Push on the beat.
Right, 12 July 2025, and today I want to quickly take you through a very interesting case. In fact, it won't be quick. It will be one of the most complicated updates that I've ever given, and it includes a number of people. So we're going to start with Chiwenga. Chiwenga is involved. We're going to look at Auxilia. Auxilia is involved. We're going to look at Tagure. Tagure is involved. We're going to look at Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa is involved. We're going to look at key figures inside the politics of Zimbabwe. So every time you see Interpol involved in something, you must know that there is a big, big story behind what is happening. So today I'll try to unpack for you the interesting case that has been reported by the Zimbabwe Republic Police. And you have seen this yesterday. The ZRP has announced that there is a man called Tawanda Hairwadzi, who is 43 years old. He is married to Shungu Shaireni Hairwadzi, who is 43 years old. So they are both 43 years old. And currently, Tawanda Hairwadzi has been taken into custody by Interpol. So I want to take you through everything. It's very complicated, but I'll try to simplify it for you. So let's start at the beginning. There is a man called Amon Mwashaireni. So Amon Mwashaireni is the managing director, or was the managing director of Adda in 2018. And he is related to the young lady, Shungu Mwashaireni Hairwadzi. So Shungu Mwashaireni Hairwadzi is married to Tawanda Hairwadzi. And what happened is that around 2018, Chiwenga was married to his wife then, Mary Mbaiwa. And Mary Mbaiwa went and invaded the Adda farm. So the Adda farm, the Adda seed farm, where the head office of Adda was invaded by Mary Mbaiwa. At that time, she was married to General Chiwenga. And once the invasion took place, Amon Mwashaireni moved off the farm, the Adda farm, and Adda had to move the head office into Harare. So they moved the head office into Harare, and Chiwenga moved onto the farm with Mary Mbaiwa, and the farm was changed. The name of the farm was changed to Orchid Farm. So they changed the name of the farm to Orchid Farm. And Mwashaireni's relative, I believe is the daughter, Shungu, at that time formed a company which does fuel. And that company was then contracted by Addax. Addax is a fuel supply company, a South African company, which is also now connected to the Chinese. And when they were contracted through their company, Eptha Energy, they were supposed to carry fuel, which is about 1 million liters of fuel, from Addax and supply it to the Ministry of Mining and Energy. So they were supposed to supply that fuel. However, they did not supply the fuel because they've been kicked out of the farm of Adda. They took that fuel and they ran away. So they ran away with the fuel. So that is the children of Amon Mwashaireni ran away with the fuel. and went away. However, what you have to understand is that on another leg, so while all this was happening, that is, the guys ran away with the fuel and said, you kicked us off the farm, so we're going to run away with the fuel. They took the fuel, I don't know where they sold it, and ran away to Portugal. So that was in June 2021 when they ran away with the fuel. And then on the other hand, at the same time, Gutsai Lesa Mary here, through an associate called Felix Chinamo, had a relationship with a company, the same company, Addax, but Felix Chinamo was running his company called C&T Mining. And C&T Mining was connected to Command Agriculture. So it was a company connected to Command Agriculture. Felix Chinamo is connected to Command Agriculture. He runs a farm at Goromonzi. This farm was visited by Parents Shiri and officers of the president's office, and is one of the top farmers in Command Agriculture. So Felix Chinamo and Gutsai Lisa Mary are connected. Gutsai Lisa Mary is part of Young Women for ED. Young Women for ED with Tatena Mabetera and all those other guys there. So Gutsai Lisa Mary had a contract with the company Addax. However, that contract was cancelled. So C&T's contract was cancelled after they failed to pay. So don't forget what I'm doing here. I'm showing you the two legs of what is happening. On one side, this is happening. On another side, this is happening. So the Chwenga thing is happening this side, and the Gutsai Lisa Mary thing is happening this side, with Felix Chinamo and Command Agriculture. All this is happening at the same time. However, the contract of Gutsai Lisa Mary and Felix Chinamo was cancelled. So when that contract was cancelled, the fuel that was carried by the two, so that is Tawanda Hairwadzi and Shungu Mashaireni Hairwadzi, was linked to Gutsai Lisa Mary and directly Young Women for ED, all those people, those whole groups. So they basically ran away with fuel that belonged to Gutsai Lisa Mary and directly, therefore, Mnangagwa and Auxilia. Do you see this now? The fuel that they ran away with was the fuel of the people who are in government, because it was supposed to go to the Ministry of Mining and Energy. It didn't go. Addax didn't get paid. And therefore, the person who lost is Gutsai Lisa Mary. And at the same time, you see that someone called Young Women for ED, Auxilia Mnangagwa, is all in there. They are all linked. The loss was on the Mnangagwa side. So that is why you see that Interpol has been roped in. And if you see Interpol coming into anything, it's political. It's a political case. So it is a political case. And the young man, Tawanda Hairwadzi, and his wife, Shungu Mashaireni Hairwadzi, have been caught up in the middle of a political case. They're not going to get out of it because this fuel basically belongs to Mnangagwa. However, at first, I wanted to think and say what could have happened. Is Chwenga somehow involved? And I've dug through everything that we can find. And it's clear to me that this has got nothing to do with Chwenga. This is more to do with the Auxilia and also with the guys who were dealing with Command Agriculture at the time, and also Young Women for ED. So this young lady, Gutsai Lisa Mary, who is part of what is called Rich Cousins. So there's a group of women called Rich Cousins in Harare who are well known, and they deal with a lot of different aspects in business in Harare. And I hope, and maybe in my view, it could be possible that Shungu was also part of this group. However, this group called Young Rich Cousins includes people like Zodwa Mkandla. Let's see who else is in the Rich Cousins. So let's go through this very slowly. So Rich Cousins include Zodwa Mkandla. I'm looking for the rest of the names here. Chaniki Kapwepwe, Michelle Kawome, Gina Duri, Danya Kapwepwe. So there's 2 Kapwepwes here. Nobunkosi Njovu, Masha Mujova, Tanji Mkuyana, Marvelous Gumise, Shipo Closet. You can go and check out these names. I put a nice post here for you to look at. That covers most of the information that is here. So basically what has happened here is the reason why these people have been put on Interpol is because Maropafadzo Energy here has lost out through their relationship with Addax and through their relationship with Felix Chinamo, and also through the relationship with the Shungu Mashaireni. And I believe that Tawanda is just one person that is being dragged into all this thing. But this is basically something coming out of Command Agriculture. So this is a deal coming out of Command Agriculture and involves a lot of people. And when I talk of a lot of people, you can look at a whole bunch of people who are involved in Command Agriculture. That is intelligence, military, the Mnangagwas, and all the people. We've listed all the people that are involved in this whole Command Agriculture and the movement of fuel. So a lot of people were involved in the movement of fuel. So like I said, Maropafadzo Energy, Addax, and all these companies here. And now Sinopec, there are Chinese people involved here, a lot of Chinese people involved. There are also companies like CAT Mining, Oryx Energies. You had people like Kasukuere, Muzembi, they're all here. You had Kotko, where Maropafadzo Energy was also involved. Ana Windmill, Fossil Energy, Sotic International. So Tabire is obviously involved because it's involved in Command Agriculture. So what you're seeing here is just a small part of the theft that was taking place regarding fuel. Because remember, CNT Mining last year had a court case in which Addax was suing them for 1.2 million and eventually reduced the amount to 269,000. And the court ruled that Addax Energy must be paid in Zim dollars. And I covered that case for you last year. So what you're looking at is basically this woman is at the center of everything. Maropafadzo Energy, she is a close ally of Mnangagwa. And the reason why these guys have been arrested is because Mnangagwa wants his money back. He's trying to get his money back, which they ran away with. Either money that belongs to Maropafadzo or money that belongs to Auxilia through Young Women for ED. So I think I've covered basically in summary what is happening here. Many of you will be surprised why Interpol would involve themselves in such a case which involved such a small amount of money like 743,000 from 2021. So this case is from 2021 and now we're in 2025. Why would Interpol be involved in such a case? And I hope that I've given you a general overview of what is going on. These guys are basically being chased because they took away money that is connected to Maropafadzo Energy, Mnangagwa, Young Women for ED. And when we talk of Young Women for ED, we're talking about a big part of what Tagwire is doing right now. So it's all connected to what is going on right now. And if you look at Ada, you know that Mnangagwa is involved in a case. So if we go to Gambakwe, I've done this very nicely for you. So go over there and to see what I'm talking about. Mnangagwa has got a case with the Ada. So the former Ada CEO, Basil Nyabatsa. At the time that Adda was chased off their farm or head office by Mary Chiwenga. Basil Nyabadza was the boss of Adda. So you can see that all of these things are connected together. It all comes back to that same time between 2018 and 2022. There was a lot of deals in command agriculture, and everything is coming together. All these guys are connected, including Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa had a deal with Nyabadza in 2022, around the same time. They sold him a farm, and you'll see the details of the farm, which I've put also on Zimbabwe over here. This is a very interesting case, but you're looking here at command agriculture. So this is connected to command agriculture, and basically this young man, Hairwadzi, is going to be coming to Zimbabwe for trial, but basically he must just give back Mnangagwa's money and everything will be okay. So a very complicated case, and you know that Mnangagwa is still in court with Basil Nyabadza. They're still in court, and Mnangagwa is suing him after he sold a farm to 2 different people, including Mnangagwa. So very complicated case, but these are the key people involved. And this is not just someone who stole petrol and ran away. The guy did not just steal petrol and run away. It's a politically connected case with many political aspects linked to both Mnangagwa on one side, Chiwenga on the other side, but more so to do with Mnangagwa and the desire to get back his cash. So I think I've covered everything here. Just an update on this case. Let's see what is being said here. Follow Geza if you want to be in jail. No honor among thieves. Yes, no honor among thieves. But this is a very interesting case. Let's see if Interpol is going to extradite him. I don't think Interpol is going to extradite him. They've arrested him, but if they bring him to Zimbabwe and he claims that it's a political case, I think he's going to be able to stay in Portugal. I don't know if there's an extradition treaty between Portugal and Zimbabwe. So I do not know if there is an extradition treaty between Portugal and Zimbabwe. Let's see if there's anything. Portugal and Zimbabwe. Is there one? Okay, according to the answer that I'm getting here, there is no publicly available evidence of a bilateral extradition treaty between Portugal and Zimbabwe. So I do not think they will be able to take him back to Zimbabwe. Maybe they will try to try him over there. If he claims that he's being politically persecuted, I don't think he's going to be arrested or to be taken back to Zimbabwe. This is the same case with the case here, Nyoka Mabunu. You can see the issues are from long back. This one is 2021. The other one, Nyoka Mabunu, is from 2014. So these are the 2 cases that you've got that are linked together. And all of them, I do not know if it makes any sense for Interpol to be involved in this issue. Okay, I think I've covered it. How many minutes? 18 minutes. And that is enough. Let's keep following the Hairwadzi case. Remember the key people here. We've got Amon Mashaireni. So Amon Mashaireni is the relative or potentially the father of Shungu Mashaireni Hairwadzi. She started a company after they were kicked off the farm, which was the other head office in Harare, and which was taken over by Mary Mbayiwa. When they were kicked off the farm, she immediately started and formed a company, and the company was given a contract to carry petrol by Addax. And that petrol was supposed to go to the Ministry of Mines and Energy, something like that, which is run by Soda Gem. However, they did not supply the fuel. They ran away with the fuel. The question is, whose fuel was it? And that is the person that is chasing them for the fuel, because the Zimbabwe Mines and Mining Department did not pay. The ministry did not pay because they did not receive the petrol, which means that Hairwadzi ran away with someone's petrol. And that person is the one that is chasing them. And I'm saying to you that that person is Maropafadzo Energy. And then Maropafadzo Energy, through their links to Mnangagwa, Young Women for ED, she's also part of this petrol. That is why this man is being extradited to Zimbabwe. So I hope you understand. And I've been able to clarify to you why such a big case is happening here in our country. Right, and obviously Tabure is involved through Felix Chinamo. Felix Chinamo had a contract with Addax through C&T Mining, and last year, through Maropafadzo Energy, they were able to pay only a few cents for $1 million worth of petrol. All right, so I think I've covered everything for you, and it is better. Now we understand what is going on with this case. Tonight, I'm going to come back and we talk about the movements. So what do I think about the movements? What are we going to do about it? And I'll tell you the next move. What is our next move because of what I think about the movements. So we're going to make an important announcement tonight. And let's make sure that we all come back here at 10 minutes past 9 as we talk about the next important move. So we've got important moves to make regarding the future. Yesterday, I briefly talked about it. But tonight, we're going to go deeper. And as time goes on, we're going to go deeper and deeper, explaining the way forward. Because I do not think where we are now, we need to stop. We need to continue moving. So I'd like to thank all of you for watching. And I'll see you again tonight at 10 minutes past 9. And a good day to you all.